Hi guys, Swansea away this year, back again for another match preview, and Swansea City are back in Sky Bet Championship action this week, and they're against high-flying Brentford at the Liberty Stadium. Both teams then are currently in the top 6. Swansea City are currently in second place with 46 points. Brentford currently in 4th place with 44 points. With Brentford having a game in hand on us, then it's very, very important for the Swansea City to pick up at least a point in this game. If Brentford are to win, then they would go a point above us and have a game in hand as well. So, we've got to get something out of this game. For Brentford's sake, they want to get something out of this game. So it really has the marks of a really good game of football. Two really good sides on the pitch as well, both playing free-flowing football. It was a very good game in November when it finished 1-1. It was a very good attacking game where Swansea City probably did dominate a little bit more and probably did deserve the win. Did have a last-minute goal ruled out for Andrew's offside goal, but it was a very good game of football, and we've seen two of the best players for Swansea and Brentford scoring that day, with Ivan Toney scoring for the hosts and Andre scoring for the visitors. For Swansea City's last game then, there was no Sky Bet Championship for the Swans last weekend. It was an FA Cup 4th round clash against Nottingham Forest, another Championship team of course. Swansea City ran out winners 5-1 that day. It was an absolutely incredible result for the Swans. The first time this season that we've scored 3 or more goals in one game. Absolutely remarkable really. The amount of times we've only scored 2 goals in shop. We got the 2 goals and then we had the penalty, very debatable penalty, let's say the least, and then we just carried on the form. We even scored with 10 men. When Liam Cullen went off injured, we used all of our substitutes and then we still even scored then. It was really good to see Liam Cullen get on the score sheet, 2 goals for him, the under-21 Welsh international. Good to see Wayne Routledge get an assist, even though Wayne Routledge and Liam Cullen did go off injured, but I'll go into team news later on. Good to see Ollie Cooper get his first ever senior goal for Swansea City, and obviously Matt Grimes with a brace from the penalty spot and a really good strike. So it was a very well-deserved victory. For Brentford then, they kind of played a B team against Leicester City in the FA Cup. They did lose 3-1, they did take an early lead though, but they did lose overall. I think Leicester were deserved winners in that. They did rest a lot of key players, and obviously Ivan Toney didn't play that game. Ivan Toney then would be fully fit for this game. He did play against Leicester City due to his 1-game suspension, and a lot of people are saying because he had a red card last week in the league that he'd be missing out in this game. But unfortunately, if you get a red card, it does count for the FA Cup as well if you're still involved in it. So Ivan Toney missed out against Leicester, and unfortunately for Swansea City fans, he will be playing against Swansea City tomorrow. Swansea City then are unbeaten in 7 games in all competitions, 4 wins in a row in all competitions as well. Really good form for Swansea City, but Brentford's form's even better. They're currently 17 games unbeaten in the league, not included in the Carabao Cup where they lost to Tottenham Hotspur, or the FA Cup where they lost to Leicester City. So in the league, they're 17 games unbeaten, and one of the results in that run is actually the draw over in Brentford, which won also. Our reverse fixture at Brentford, even then before that, they're still unbeaten. So when we versed Brentford in November, they still haven't lost between now and then. So Brentford are a remarkable run of form. They've had 5 wins in a row in the league as well. I think their last loss was end of October and Stoke City 3-2, and then I think we played Brentford a few games after that. So Brentford's form is absolutely remarkable, and it's really, really surprising how they're not above us in the league. But like I said, only 2 points behind us, 2 places behind us as well, but they do have that game in hand, which is absolutely crucial. According to FotMob then, the 3 best players for Brentford this season are Rico Henry in 3rd place with a 6.98. Obviously we'll remember him from the playoff red card last season. In 2nd place you've got the Danish right back Henrik Dalsgaard with 7.01, and then you've got leading championship goal scorer Ivan Toney with a 7.51, and obviously Swansea fans will remember him from the goal he scored against us last time out. Like I've said a few times in this video, we cannot lose this game to the fact that Brentford do have an extra game in us. When Watford are playing tonight, we will have 2 games in hand on Watford, so if they do pick up the 3 points today, then we do have 2 games in hand on them. So it's not to worry about Watford, as we do have a couple of games in hand on them. Like I said, Watford are playing tonight, we will have 2 games on them, so we can take advantage of Watford, but we could actually slip up against Brentford. So would I take a point? I probably would, due to Brentford's good form, our good form, Brentford's good away form. But as long as we don't lose, I don't really mind. So going on to injury news then, Swansea City have Stephen Bent and Brandon Cooper all out injured. And obviously Liam Cullen and Wayne Routledge are doubtful after coming off injured against Nottingham Forest on the weekend. Jordan Morris then is set to feature as well. He'll most likely be on the bench. It'll be great to see Jordan Morris be in the matchday squad for the first time as a Swansea City player. But Brentford then, big injury news for them. Pontus Jansson is out for this game. He did receive another injury in the last couple of weeks, which is big news for Swansea City, and a big bonus really. Pontus Jansson's one of the best defenders in the Championship, really good leader as well, and when we did versus Brentford in the playoffs last year, he was one of the better players we've came up against. So it's really good to see Pontus Jansson out for this game anyway, and also out with Pontus Jansson is Shandon Baptiste, who is also injured. Going on to score predictions then, there was no one who predicted the correct 5-1 score, so a lot of 2-0 predictions, and unfortunately we didn't win 2-0, it was a 5-1. So if you do want to shout down the next match preview, which will be Friday's match preview against Rotherham United away, then make sure you get in your comment sections down below. Of course, it's the league now, so you don't have to put about penalties or extra time. It'll be done in the full 90 minutes, so get in your score prediction, and if you are correct, you'll be on Friday's match preview. So going on to my lineup then, in goals, Freddie Woodman, back five of Connor Roberts, Ben Cabango, Ryan Bennett, Mark Wahey, Jake Bidwell, midfield three of Corey Smith, Matt Grimes and Conor Hourihane, and up front, Jamal Lowe and Andre Ayew. Some of the discussions in this lineup is, I'm going to bring in Corey Smith for Jay Fulton. I probably would have started Fulton, but this is kind of what I think Cooper's going to go with, and I think what I'm going to go with. I think Corey Smith was rested just for this game. I think he's got a bit more passing range than Jay Fulton, and in this game, you know, you've got to find those acute angles, the acute passes, and getting those tight spaces, and I think Corey Smith is absolutely superb for that. I saved Jay Fulton for the weekend against Rotherham, where it's a bit more of a physical battle. Yeah, so I think that's the lineup. I know a lot of people want Jordan Morris to start, but I think it's a bit early for that. Maybe on the weekend you could put Andre in that number 10 role, or maybe Jordan Morris up front and Jamal Lowe, but let's just see how things go against Brentford tomorrow. It's like an absolute idiot. I forgot my score prediction. There's always one thing I miss in a match preview, and I've forgot my score prediction. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, Andre and Ivan Toney. So the watch along tomorrow will start at 6:50pm. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. It's on Swans TV. So of course, if you do have a season ticket for this season anyway, you will be able to watch a game. And if you don't, I think you can purchase the game on Swans TV for £10. So thanks guys for watching. Please hit a like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know your score prediction. And of course, if you do get it right, we'll be featured in Friday's match preview. Really do appreciate all the support recently. The Jordan Morris video has done very well. So thank you to everyone who watched that video, especially all the American fans and Seattle Sounders fans who have subscribed to the channel. Really good to see you lot come onto the channel. Of course, you want to be on Jordan Morris watch. So if he does play in this game, make sure you do join him in a watch along, and I will try to give you best coverage. So I really do appreciate all the support from the American. I ask this question sometimes on the watch alongs, get a few contributions, but let me know guys, if you've made it this far into the video, let me know where you're watching from. Of course, I'm filming in Swansea, Wales. I know there's a lot of people in the US who watch the channel. I think there's someone in Panama which watches the channel as well, which is absolutely incredible. You know, you watch this mug just talk about Swansea vs Brentford match previews. Really do appreciate it guys. Like I said, 6:50pm the watch along will start tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. I'm really nervous for this game. It's only the second time I've been nervous for a game this season. The other one was of course Cardiff City. I think in a few weeks time I'll be nervous for the Man City game, but don't get nervous too often for a Swansea City game, especially when I'm watching on the TV. But I'm incredibly nervous for this. Please don't let me down, Swansea City. Let's get a result. A point will be good enough, but 3 would be excellent. I'll see you in the watch along tomorrow, Swans fans, and come on the Swans, do not let me down.
Thank you.